Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. It's been a while since I haven't been doing any voiceovers for my Ninjago discussion videos, especially since I didn't have a lot of time to do it, but right now I'm thinking of doing some more voiceovers for the upcoming videos that I'm making, so stay tuned for that. In today's video, I'll be discussing the Vengestone buyer mentioned in Season 13 and who would it be exactly. Without further ado, let's get into it. In episode 7 of Season 13, Vangelis had revealed that the magnificence of Ivory City came from his profiting of selling Vengestone. He also said that he found a high-paying customer who is willing to buy it. Now, the biggest question is, who is it exactly? Something that comes to mind is that this wouldn't be an ordinary customer, but rather a villain planning to use Vengestone for his or her evil plans, and I'm thinking that this is a minor plot hint leading into Season 14. Very similar to what happened in the Ice chapter of Season 11 when Jay mentions Milton Dyer, who is a game developer to Craig. And that minor plot hint had led into Season 12 when the ninjas are trying to stop Unagami, as well as when Zane and Pixel are tracking down Milton Dyer. So I'm thinking that this thing could also work out in Season 14. For now, we don't know who the buyer is. A Ninjago fan had asked Tommy and Jason, the co-creator of Ninjago, whether the Vengestone buyer is Clouse or another villain. Tommy made a tweet saying, "That would be very spoilery. There are no new details confirming the buyer's identity, and all we can do right now is speculate." Since Season 14 will be taking place in the year of 2021, which is considered the show's 10th anniversary, then we will see a lot of nostalgia. That includes the return of old characters and callbacks to previous Ninjago seasons, and chances are, we could also see some older villains return, which one of them could be the Vengestone buyer. There are theories that I want to bring up. Maybe it is Pythor, because we know right now that he is still at large and has used Vengestone before in Season 1. However, I'm not so sure if it would be him. I mean, he would be able to come back, but that wouldn't ultimately make Pythor the Vengestone buyer. Another tweet that was made by Breggy, one of the writers of Ninjago, and here's how he responded when he was asked by a fan of his thoughts on the Skull Sorcerer. It says, "He is pretty bad, but I can safely say that the worst villain is yet to come." I think that Breggy could be referring to a Season 14 villain, and what he meant by worst villain is a villain who is really evil, powerful, and possibly intimidating. Pythor wouldn't have those kind of qualities, and if it turns out to be true that the Vengestone buyer is the Season 14 villain, then I would not consider him to be the Vengestone buyer. What if it turns out to be Garmadon? He did leave the monastery in Season 10, and he is somewhere right now. But I'm thinking that he's on the path to redemption, so why would he be a bad guy? Some fans believe it is Nadakhan because they think that Clutch powers had freed him in the Season 12 premiere. I'm thinking that this is only a reference to him, since it's most likely that Clutch didn't free him. Nadakhan's story is concluded in Season 6, and there's no point for him to come back. Not to mention that Nadakhan wouldn't rely on Vengestone for his evil plans, since his powers could do more than Vengestone. Maybe it is the Overlord. His spirit is currently dormant, meaning that he is not destroyed. So it would be possible that he is formulating an evil plan, but just like Nadakhan, he would have had a better plan than just buying Vengestone. However, there is one old villain who would most likely be the Vengestone buyer, and what if it's Clouse? We know that out of all the old villains that he has a history with the Elemental Masters, both in the Serpentine War and Season 4. He may not be the Skull Sorcerer, but it wouldn't be too late to bring him back. It's very likely that he will try using Vengestone as an advantage to capturing and destroying anyone who has elemental powers. Or the Vengestone buyer could entirely be a new villain who would also have connections to the Elemental Masters. I don't know. I still feel like there's a really good chance that Clouse would turn out to be the buyer, but all that remains to be seen. Anyways, thanks for watching. If you like this video, be sure to leave a like, subscribe, and share with anyone or everyone you know. In the description, you'll find a link to my Twitter account, and you can leave your thoughts in the comment section. Once again, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Goodbye, everyone.